Since day one of the COVID-19 crisis, we've all been trying to navigate through the various safety measures put in place by local and state governments. From mask mandates to business shutdowns, we wanted to take a deeper look into which restrictions really work to control the spread of the virus. Tonight in this special Rebound report, ABC Action News reporter Mary O'Connell digs into what measures are making a difference and how businesses on the rebound are finding ways to survive these tough times.
Imagine a Friday night at Skipper's Smokehouse in Tampa. The music, the food, bringing people together for 4 decades.
If it weren't for COVID-19, we would still be open. Zero doubt about that.
Today, Skipper's stage is silent. When the pandemic hit, Cricket Larson says they temporarily shut down and even tried takeout only. The pandemic ultimately playing into the decision to permanently close Skipper's doors.
Our hope is that a strong group will come in, purchase the place, and let the legacy live on.
Skipper's Smokehouse is one of the many businesses across the nation and right here in the Tampa Bay area that felt the sting from lockdown measures meant to help slow the spread of a sweeping pandemic. Protocols like mask mandates, stay-at-home orders, and business restrictions that force the closing of bars, restaurants, and gyms. That's where Matthew Spiegel wanted to step in.
It seemed like there was just a Gatling gun being taken to all the businesses without anybody having any idea what would or wouldn't be effective.
Spiegel is a professor of finance at Yale. Alongside a partner, the researchers examined the relationship between policies in place and future growth in new deaths due to COVID-19. With findings laid out in a nearly 40-page report, the team hand-collected a database of business closures and restrictions for every county in the U.S. since March.
What worked and what didn't work when it came to preventing COVID deaths?
There were a few things that made a difference. Mask mandates made a difference.
On top of that, their study found stay-at-home orders, beach and park closures, restaurant closures, and other high-risk business shutdowns like movie theaters or bowling alleys were also effective. But they discovered some protocols may be counterproductive, like closing spas, retail, or other low-risk businesses. The idea, if you shut one area down, people would inevitably flock to another area.
The big takeaway would be, I would like the government to stop shutting down things that don't look like they help. Don't shut down retail. Don't shut down spas. Maintain mask mandates.
There's a balance of health and public health and economic health in the community.
Yet finding that balance isn't easy. USF Health's Dr. Jay Wolfson points to a level of personal responsibility to make measures work well. He says while officials can enact ordinances, it's up to people to follow them.
It really relates back to each of us as individuals to take responsibility for our lives, the lives of our family and friends, and the health of our community, economically and medically. The buck stops here.
Those first couple of months were really rough.
In Seminole Heights at Ella's Americana Folk Art Cafe, Melissa Deming says they had to rethink how they were going to survive. Initially moving to takeout and delivery only, then socially distanced dining.
We are only operating at 50% capacity, and we're still, even though Florida has opened up, completely, we're still trying to limit ourselves, limit capacity.
Florida has been one of the country's more open states during this pandemic, leaving mask mandates and other measures to many local governments. Deming says their goal remains the same: keep their doors open while staying as safe as possible.
We strongly believe that you can do things right and you can be as safe as you possibly can, and we can all make it through it together.
It's quite sad. It's really sad.
The global health crisis likely still has a long road ahead. From businesses forever impacted by COVID-19, a call for unity.
We're all in this community together, and the quicker we can stop the spread of the virus in Hillsborough County, in Tampa, in Florida, the better off all businesses and all families will be in the long run.
Hope soon for a brighter future, no matter the measure. In Tampa, Mary O'Connell, ABC Action News.
So here's the rebound rundown tonight. Yale professors admit policymakers have a tough job here, and they hope their research helps in the future decision making. The professors also developed a web tool compiling county by county breakdowns in the U.S. where you can see when a restriction was implemented and then lifted. Finally, here in the Bay Area, counties have different programs in place to help you if you are struggling during this pandemic. You can find all those resources on our website, abcactionnews.com. Just click on the Rebound section.